Hello and welcome to Songs of Conquest. This is a game that came out this week, and for those who know their gaming history, the developers are trying to make a game that is a lot like Heroes of Might and Magic, specifically 3, which is considered the best one of those. So it's kind of like a turn-based tactical strategy game with kind of RPG elements. You take charge of a commander, build up an army, conquer enemy castles, defeat enemies, that kind of stuff. And it's kind of like a genre that's been one that I really enjoyed over the years. So I'm really looking forward to checking it out, and it's got some really good pixel art. So why don't we jump in? Let's start a new campaign, I guess. Right, what we got here? We got the Song of Stoutheart. Cecilia Stoutheart, the young Baroness of the Barony of Stoutheart, must face enemies within and without to hold on to her power and protect her people. Stoneheart will stand. Or we have the second song, From the Ashes. Freed from the slave mines of Barra, Rask of South Crack Flats, and a small band of Ranna flee and fight their way to the deep marsh and home. But the dangers in the marsh are many, and Rask must awaken the might of Ranna to end the threat from the humans once and for all. From ashes we rise. Or you can play a custom campaign. Oh, that's kind of cool. Custom campaigns, community campaigns. I think we'll just start with this one. Start on the left. Right, here we go. A new Baroness. In the year 593 AA, young Cecilia Stoutheart rose to Baroness after the untimely death of her father, when ore shipments from Barksbur's rich mines go missing, and rumours of bandits are brought to the new ruler. Cecilia leads a small force to investigate the missing resources and restore lawfulness to the barony. Loading. Taking a while. Oh wait, need to press a key to continue. Look at that lovely pixel art. It's just beautiful. So nice. Right. Okay, 1 second. Let's just... Cecilia Stoutheart, the new Baroness of the Barony of Stoutheart. I still don't like that Baroness of the Barony. Was on her way to the quarries of Flint Hills. All shipments of stone from this region had stopped, and she was determined to find out why. She suspected an uprising of bandits and peasants, and had already sent troops to the region to restore order. Okay, so here we go, starting out. Up here we've got some kind of source of power, visit. So we could go north or south. There's a tree here. Let's go and visit the tree. Click the right mouse button to select the destination for your wielder. Right click the same destination again, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's pretty simple, got it. Move indicator, it shows how many move points your wielder has left. Yep, pretty standard. So you can only move so many times before it's the enemy's turn on the overworld map. And the moments you want to end your turn. Yep, got it. Death comes to all, some sooner than others. Plus 250 experience. Oh, I missed that now. Oh, plus 2 movement anyway. What's this over here? Source of riches. The dead commander wore Stoneheart colours and the distinct sign of the Corvus Reserves. Stone and ore was one thing, but an uprising against Stoneheart troops was more serious. Out of movements. So we just tick this end turn in, yep. End turn, game saved. Oh, let's keep going this way. Let's have a look at this. 800 gold. Move further and further. Another waypoint. Oh, out it moves. Oh, what was that? Some wounded soldiers appeared from the forest and snapped to attention. This was Cecilia Corvus's reserves, and they had clearly seen combat recently. Hail, Baroness! The Corvus reserves await your command. Lieutenant, you've seen some combat. What is the situation and status of the mines? Our scouts detected hostiles about, milady. The gold mine to the south has been seized by rebels. We also encountered an unexpectedly well-armed force at Flint Hills to the west. We took heavy casualties and were forced to retreat. How well armed? These aren't peasants with tools and knives. They have crossbows and swords, and bannerless knights ride with them. This is no peasant uprising. Someone thinks me weak and seeks to take advantage of my father's death to steal more than a few shipments of ore. We must uphold the laws and show them the error of their ways. Gather the troops. We march for Flint Hills. A classic kind of... What's the word? Oh, decide which troops you want to... All of them? Mass move? Yep, I'll have them all. It's very much like, I'm a knight, so I'm doing knightly things. The old milestone, yeah, +2 movement, duration, 1 turn. Soldiers are camped here. Their camps can be pillaged for gold, or the soldiers can be recruited when they return. Let's have the... I'll have some rangers. I'll have some rangers. Resting for a while by the waterfall invigorates the troops. +3 movement. Duration 2 turns. Right, here we go. So, threat level unknown. Let's go for some battling. Oh, well, in the next turn anyway. Stand down! This mine belongs to the barony of Stoutheart. What is wrong with my talking today? It belongs to me. We will do no such thing. You would be wise to go back to your castle and prepare for a storm. There's one coming, I gather. What? Okay. The only storm gathering here is me. Prepare yourselves. Troop deployments. On the deployment screen, you can rearrange your troops before entering battle. You can only place troops on tiles with your team colours. Tiles that are elevated, high ground, give bonuses to offence and defence to both melee and ranged units. Ranged troops can target any enemy within their range, and within their deadly range, they will inflict double damage. Oh, interesting. There's no line of sight, the only limit is how far their weapons reach, but note you can increase their range by moving to high ground. Fairly standard. In the top right corner you can see the enemy troops, if you have enough scouting. They will be placed on the coloured tiles on the right side of the battlefield. If you engage the enemy and then realise that the opposing army is too powerful, you can withdraw at no penalty. Huh, good to know. If the enemy engages you, there is no possibility to withdraw. The quick battle option will auto-resolve the battle and present the outcome to you. Yeah, we're not interested in that. After the battle, you are presented with your results, victory or defeat. The troops lost in battle will be shown for each side, and if the two combatants are wielders, there is a chance of spoils of war in the forms of artifacts. So I guess I'm a wielder, this Cecilia. Was it Cecilia? If you are defeated, you lose all you lost all your troops, which means that your wielder is dead. A dead wielder can be revived at a cost, or for a fee, or for free after a given number of rounds, at any time of your town or settlement. Got it. Right, so we've got rangers there, footmen. Put you there, maybe. Okay, let's go. Only got 2 units. Shouldn't be too difficult to fight. Battle basics. In battle, your goal is to kill all enemy units. Your wielder, or the enemy wielder, is not present on the battlefield, but acts as a spellcaster from behind the lines. It doesn't look like they've got one, because there's nobody out here in the portrait bit. The order of battle follows the battle queue, which is based on each troop's initiative. You can only control a troop on their battle turn. Use right mouse to move and target enemy troops, and left mouse on any troop will give you a full display of troop information. Whenever a troop gets a turn, the wielder will gain essence for your spellcasting. Your wielder also generates essence it might have gained from artifacts, specializations, skills, buildings or research at the start of each new battle round. The spells button will indicate, this one up here, spells you can currently cast. The quick bar will by default auto-populate the top available spells for easy access to in battle. Obstacles such as stakes, barrels or other objects can be cleared by damaging them. High ground, yeah, we know that one. Ranged troops can target any enemy with, yeah, and we know that one as well. Most troops have attacks of opportunity. If you move a troop into an enemy's troop melee range, their zone of control, and then try to move within, through or leave that area, the enemy troop will perform a free attack. Most troops also have abilities. During a turn they can move and attack, or move and use an ability. Remember that using an ability will in most cases end the turn. Okay, so what's my ability? I don't think he has an ability. I think he's just a bog standard guy. Right, so they can move to here. Oh, these are all range. I'm going to have to charge them. Oh dear. Your wielders gain more essence and more spells are now available to cast. If your wielder has enough essence, you can cast multiple spells on each of your troops' battle turns. Each battle turn, your current troops give your wielder essence to be used for spell casting. Essence sources such as artifacts and skills will be added. Yes, I think that's kind of... What have we got here? So, quick men. Quicken their bodies and minds. Target friendly troop gets +5 in initiative, +1 troop movement. Oh, that interesting. Right, so we got 63 to 95 damage. Is that... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. But anyway, they're dead. I meant to see how much health they have. 6. So he does 3 to 9, 3 to 5. Most likely dead. So it'd be easy to get to that one. Oh no! Enter the zone of control. Can I hit that one? So powerful. Well, that was fairly easy. Nice little zoom in for the final death there. Death cam in a strategy game. Victory! Troops lost 2 and 1, and you lost all yours. Level up wielders. Leveling up your wielder is all about skills and powers. You can choose to either upgrade a skill your wielder already knows, learn a new skill, or increase the wielder's ability to command their troops by unlocking more slots in their army. New skills are determined by the class. Spellcasters will more often be offered essence-related skills than battle-oriented wielders. Some skills are also not available to pick before you reach a high enough level. At level 8, your wielder will be able to choose their first power. From there on, the wielder will be presented with new powers at 16, 24 and so on, every 8th level. Powers are superior to skills and will add a real advantage in both battle and building your kingdom. You're able to close the level up menu if you need to review things or don't feel ready to pick a skill or power. You can always come back to your choice by clicking the level circle at the bottom of the portrait. Got it! Choose a skill. Your archery seems really strong, but I guess that's always the case in early doors. 20 melee resistance. That's pretty good. Or I can bring 4 troops with you in my army. How am I going to do right now? I can bring 3. So it's either kill people more quickly, but only with my range, take less damage, or take more men. I'm going to go with defensive for now. Let's go and take this gold. And let's look at the mine. Take back the gold mine, optional. Yes. What? Oh, I've claimed it. Plus 500 gold a round. Yeah, give us that back. No more time for rest. Where do we go now then? Let's have a zoom out and retake Flint Hills. Ah, there it is on the map. This way then. Let's get into the fog of war. Source of power. Cecilia was no ordinary commander. She was a wielder and could draw upon the essence of her troops to weave mighty spells. As she touched the old tribute to order, she felt its essence empower her. That power would be needed in the battles ahead. I went a bit quickly there. Need to read faster. Walking. There we go. Plus 20 defense. Minus. What? Minus 10 offense? I don't want to do that. Let's go and pull this camp. Soldiers are camped here. Their camp can be pillaged for gold, or the soldiers can be recruited when they return. I don't quite understand what that means when they return. Like, does it mean it repopulates? I don't need the gold, so I will take the militia. But again, I don't really know. Again, I'll take the militia. Oh, okay. Now we've got the men. Yes, confirmed. I like being able to explore the map and find these little bits. They're kind of cool. The wielder has gained a new artifact. You can review your inventory and equipment in the wielder sheet next to your wielder's portrait. An artifact will be auto-equipped if your wielder has an empty equipment slot. Overview of your skills, powers, inventory, and okay. Skills and abilities that you gain as you level up. So powers are awarded to the wielder. Yep, we know that already. Artifacts. Yep. Attributes. While leading their troops into battle, the wielder will pass on values in offense and defense directly to their troops. For offense, I don't like saying it like that, it's the American way, but offense, it's divided into melee offense and range offense when relevant for a specific troop. Movement and view radius are only for the wielder to use on the adventure map. Movement indicates how far you can go, view radius is how far you can see. Wielder sheet. The wielder can collect a lot of modifiers and bonuses from skills, artifacts, such and such. So this is where you see all your bonuses, basically. Equipment modifiers are summary of all the modifiers from your equipment. Temporary shows the temporary ones you pick up from, like, we've got the plus movement and the plus to defense. Troops show summary of all your modifiers and wielder attributes that we directly pass on to your troops. Got it. These are my skills. Command and guard. Oh, it's a skill. Oh, no, yeah, that's a skill. So what was the... Was this it? Plus 4 defense. But that's not a... No, whatever. Let's go up to here. I would prefer if it moved the map while you moved, rather than to always scroll it. Hundreds of years ago, the Empire of Aurelia spanned the whole world. Statues of the Empress can still be found spread across Arleon, and many folks speak dreamingly of the golden years of Aurelia. Plus 2, 10 initiative, plus 1 troop movement, duration 1 battle. Right, let's go find some more people to smack in the face. Oh, here we go. Erected barricades and a small force of armed peasants block the road west. You best be gone, young Southheart. Flint Hills are free lands now. Free? Free to be attacked by bandits and pillaged by other baronies. Who will protect the people? You? Why not? As you can see, we are quite well armed. I can see that, but I caution you to think carefully before your next action. Put down your weapons, answer my questions and I'll be merciful. Or, stand unlawfully against me and my sword will deliver justice. Now, who armed you? This feels a bit like you putting down a rebellion. Like a peasant, peasants want a better life, so they're rebelling against the rich king or queen in this, or baroness in this case, and they're like, no, I'm going to just squash you, and you're the ones doing the squashing. One of good intentions. I've seen Stoutheart mercy when old Lord Hammond was decapitated by your father. Now turn back. It brings me no pleasure to turn my sword upon my subjects. I don't know. It feels like you do have some pleasure, but unlawful acts will not be tolerated. Southheart will stand. No, they're there, and there. So he wants to run along here. I'd rather put them there. But I guess I just have to leave them where they are. Seems like the best placing. Time to squash the peasants. So it doesn't really matter, I'm just going to run up there. Is that it? Am I not... Why is it still saying I've... Oh. Attack! You're dead. Oh, not quite dead. Oh! This is all fairly easy so far. Oh, reloading? What's that about? Let's advance up here. Oh no, it's in turn. And they're dead. These battles are a bit easy. I suppose it's like mostly tutorial stuff so far. I lost no troops. And they died in a big puff of blood. out of movement. Oh, this looks like a better battle. As Cecilia's troops approached Flint Hills, a well-armed force of soldiers wearing no barony's colours came out to meet them. Knights, archers, you're no ordinary bandit force. I've always wanted to kill a wielder. You won't be the first upstart knight I've defeated. I think... No, I'll move you forward. But again, that seems the best formation. This guy's going to be annoying. Maybe we focus him first. You stay there. Oh, that's a lot of death. Time to use some of this. 10 to defense to you, buddy boy. Oh no, of course. Zone of control. Well, we might kill them all this time. Oh, one left. Ah, and he's down. All happening so quickly. Right, outside range. If we go there. He's not going to get there in time. What have we got here? Oh, let's pick us that. Yeah, have a bit of major bonus. Outside range. It's just got no range on this guy without being up there. That didn't go that well, but I think I lost more troops than I possibly needed to, but we won still. Yeah, look, 11 to 17, not the best. But we're advancing. Oh, what's this? No, there's no point going back now. A crowd of peasants led by a village elder come out to greet Cecilia as her force entered Flint Hills. I have defeated the rebels and restored Flint Hills to the protection of Stoneheart, as is my duty. Now, who among you will tell me what happened? Those knights and their soldiers appeared recently and armed all the local troublemakers. Oh, I see. They've kind of swerved it back. They weren't honest peasants rising up to make something for themselves. They were dirty, rotten scoundrels and villains. Whereas the local people were just trying to get by. They seized our quarries and mines and started sending the shipments south towards Barkspur, where their patron waits. And none of you stood against them? None of you sent word to the local warden or to Springhold? No, milady. We were afeared for our lives. We sent a messenger to Hope's Glade to warn them and ask for help, but the messenger never returned. Remember this moment the next time you are made the offer of independence. I will always protect the barony from threats within and without. Join my force, and together we will restore order to this territory. We'll heed the call to arms of Stoutheart, as we did for your father before you. There are able-bodied recruits in the peasant huts. We're visiting that one. Oh, that moves. Draft troops. Well, that's a lot of gold. That's too many as well. We won't be able to take advantage of all those. So when I said Archer's helmet, is that a piece of wood? Yeah, here we go. Excuse me, +4 defense. What was I saying? Yeah. So when I was saying I don't need that gold, I didn't realise that troops cost that much. Right, so I've reclaimed that, so I get stone every round now. Let's go for this one. Claim more stone. More riches, more stone. A tavern Fills me with vigor. +5 movement for duration 2 turns. So what we got here? Investigate Hope's Glade. Yeah, got to go find out what happened to those people. I could buy them. Might regret not doing so, but... Oh wait, no. I've got 25. It was 26, wasn't it? So sorry, I've got less than 20. No, it's 37, so that's... Oh, that's 50. It just tops you up. Oh, you can say how many you want. Oh, okay. How about we take 20 for 3,000? Yeah, that'll do. That's nice that you can kind of dictate how many you would like to take. How do I get up there? Anyway, end of round. It's a bit weird because you think you can go there, but you can't. You can only go here. Like, I feel like that's something they could perhaps tighten up over early access. I should be able to click right up to where the Fog of War starts, not like here, which is not where it starts. A forward scout. A small band of Cecilia's scouts stood waiting along the roadside. Lady Southard, Corporal Greenwood, we've come from your warden, Filjar of Thorncliffe. As per your command, your troops are concealed at the forest edge. Corporal, this is not the forest edge. These troops are camped within the Tender Wild. They may have disturbed the Fae. The Fae, milady? Surely the Fae are only a myth. Superstitions for the country folk. Did my ancestors sign a covenant with mythological creatures? The law of the leaves still stands, and we must make sacrifice or break the peace. Consider what we must forfeit to the forest beings to atone for your error. I await your judgment. My life is yours. Your death would serve no one. If I remember my history, there is an offering tree southwest of here. Join up, Corporal. I need all of my troops, even the ones who make mistakes. Your loyal servant, Lady Southheart. Decide which troops you want to move to your wielder. Okay, right. Yeah, mass move. All. Always take all. At least early on. Just hoover up all these little things. We're going to take the gold this time because we don't need all those militiamen. Oh, actually, no, he would be alright. No, let's take the militiamen. I was mistaken. Rangers! Building up the army. This time we will take the gold. Because we can't take all 12 of those. Let's check out this giant mushroom. Oh, minus 25 defense. Eesh. So not everything is good to grab hold of, as it were. Sacrifices have been made here. They fill Cecilia's Southheart with power. It's a nice bit of bonus. We've got ourselves a round shield, got ourselves some gold. So we need to go down here to the tree, don't we? Let's go have a look at you guys. Are you... Oh, you're enemies. Fey spirits, flying creatures of the Tender Wild, with bat-like wings, long claws and sharp teeth, swooped and buzzed before the offering tree. They wore strange masks and screeched at Cecilia and her troops. Humans, begone! We wish to leave an offering for our trespass on the forest, as is stated in the ancient covenant between us. Stand aside, little spirits. I would do my duty. No humans, no ever! Spirits, do not trifle with me. I am Stoneheart, and by the agreements I seek to make amends. If you continue to impede my passage to the offering tree, I mean, this woman, always with the violence. I will draw arms and put you out of your misery. Excuse me, sorry. Oh dear. I need to blow my nose. You are misery! Misery! So be it. So, footmen up there. Rangers there. Militia. They're Rangers swap with militia because militia got a shorter range and they have to reload. So we'll keep the Rangers there, I think. Oh, moving first, eh? So that's going to kill them off. Death to you. We get the ones that are close. Only 3. Oh, there's only 3 in there. Out of range. Oh shit. They're not on high ground. Okay, this is way too easy for... Well, I think that's probably not fair, but it is very easy to start with. But then I always remember these games kind of like lulled you into false sense of security, because you'd play like the first campaign and it'd be like, oh, this is quite easy. And then you go into the first proper campaign and just get stomped. You'd like go 5 paces outside your castle and there was like a giant monster that just beat you to death, all your troops to death. Right, time to choose a new skill. Right, so we got the resistance last time. I think we will go for command this time so we can get more troops, because we're nearly full on all the troops we already have. So let's go with that. And let's grab some boots. Are we out of moves? No. Well, that's a lot of good offensive and defensive bonuses. Worn boots. What does that give me? Plus movement, plus radius. Right, is this the tree we need to go to? The offering tree was the most unusual tree Cecilia had ever seen. Her friend, Viljar of Thorncliffe, had described them once, but it had not done them justice. The branches were smooth and glossy, and seemed to be lit from within. The leaves tinkled like tiny bells in the breeze, and most uncommon, the tree gave off the aroma of warm, spiced cider, like her mother would give her when she was small. Fae of the forest, for trespass upon your woods, we offer compensation. For these Fae spirits slain, I ask forgiveness. They could not be reasoned with. Let our peace be everlasting. As the offerings were presented, the forest around Cecilia grew quiet. Hopefully it was enough. I lost 1,000 gold. I got a bit of offense and defense though. Let's away. Some new enemies. Baryan mercenaries. Yeah, we'll go with Baryan. Guarding the road was a large force of mercenaries, hailing from the merchant state of Barrier. Turn back. The road is open for all shipments from Flint Hills only. I see you are strangers to these lands, or you would know me as the lawful Baroness Stoutheart. I do not recall a declaration of war from the Barrier city-states. Therefore, you are thieves and trespassers. What other crimes shall I add to the list? We've committed no crimes. We are honourable mercenaries, have no here on contract, and merely following orders. Yes, the old following orders play. I spit on your contract. You have my ore, therefore you are thieves. You will return it, tell me who hired you, and maybe I will ransom you back to your employers. We are not afraid to fight you, Stoneheart, but be warned. Our contract states that no one wearing Stoutheart colours are to be spared on the field of battle. Of course, if you turn around now, we can avoid this battle. Never. You shall be treated as thieves and trespassers, and my sword will deliver justice for breaking our laws. Then, unfortunately, we must battle. She really does like... I think put you there, and hopefully you can go up here, get some good vantage points. There's only 3 of them again, so I don't think it's going to be very hard. It's 26 to 50. Yeah, look, easy, threat level, easy. Easy. Battle begins. Yeah, just go here. And finish. Oh, it's getting a lot of kicks. Right, got 3 of 9, go with that one. Kill 6, that'll be all of them dead. Death to you! Oh no, he's down to 4. Oh, he's down to 2. What's going on? I'm gonna lose them all. No! Oh, he's reloading. Oh, this has not gone well. Maybe I should have used some of these. should I keep forgetting that I have this over here? Probably to you because there's 10 of you. Well, shoot. That went really poorly. I can't believe I lost all my men. Shouldn't have charged him forward like that. Rookie mistake. I was just too confident with the old easy. There's only 12 of them, I guess, but even so. In a puff of blood, they too disappear. We need to restock our troops. What's going on here? Some gold and some wood. Level 4. Wait, I thought we were already level 4. Yeah. Well, I don't need 5 troops. Get more melee resistance or range resistance is always good when you're charging down archers. So let's take that. Hope's Glade. Cecilia's troops searched the smoking remains of Hope's Glade, looking for survivors. The townsfolk had clearly put up a fight, and for that they had suffered. From the rubble they heard a moan, and they uncovered a badly injured militiaman. Lady Southheart, we held as long as we could. We had to retreat. They were too strong. Who did this? Barians? A troop of Barian mercenaries marched on towards Barkspur, but it were knights that attacked us. Men of Arleon, setting fire to our homes, taking no surrender. All we could do was flee. To the hills, north of here. The wounded man tried to speak, then fell limp. His eyes glazed over as the last sliver of strength left his body. As is always the way, tells us what we need to hear, then pops his clogs. His essence is in the wind, but Stoneheart still stands. Come, there are survivors here yet. Let's search the hills before we journey south to Barkspur. It's time to put an end to this. It is indeed. And it's nearly time to end this video, I think. We've been playing for about half an hour. Got a good feel for the general mechanics. So impressions. Can't say too much. Well, it's obviously been quite easy until that rookie error in the last fight where I lost all my melee units. But the combat seems good. Like, it's got all the basics that you want. Sorry. I really like the animation. It feels there's kind of like heft to the attacks, and the way things die and react to being hit is really good. It's got it makes the combat really stand out. Art, I love it. I mean, the art is amazing. It's just beautiful. Like, I love the little wisps of wind in the air and the rain falling, and just generally it's all just amazing art. So yeah, I like the little buffs you can pick up as you walk around. That's kind of neat. Where you can make yourself stronger as you go. And it seems like a really good first impression. Really looking forward to playing some more and getting into the building of your castle and all that kind of castle management stuff. So yeah, I hope that this video has served as a good kind of introduction to the game. I might play a bit more and put out another video which goes into more of the other kind of mechanics. If I get into if I could play a bit more and find out there's some more castle stuff and more bigger battles, maybe with another, what are they called? Wielder? I think that's what they're called. That might be more interesting. So maybe look out for that. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.